with Robin Givens, you can see her panties.
Oh,
They pulled the covers up, and you can see the blue panties under the cover. And then here I'm gonna fuck you up. Remember the part? Remember the part with the toes?
yeah.
So when he looked at Robin Givens' toes, she was laying on him like this, on the side of him, but the feet were straight.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I did notice that.
Her whole body is turned sideways, and you look down, and the feet is like this. Like,
Right.
nah,
Shout
that
out to
ain't her.
Robin Givens. That's a classic movie right there.
People don't even know, bro. That's one
Um,
of the best movies ever.
it really is one of the best movies ever, for sure. Tell me about your early days doing stand-up, because I remember when I first met. One of the times I first met, I don't know if when I first met you, but I just remember us doing like open mics at like Starbucks. You remember going to Derek Ellis Starbucks open mic? You probably don't even remember that. You done did so much stuff by now. I know. I get it. You done been all over the world. Why would I remember being at a Starbucks doing an open mic?
If it was out here though, I moved out here in 2008, out here being
Yeah.
LA, and
Yep, that was around the time.
I had already been doing stand up for 10 years by then.
Damn.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I've
you
been in
was
the game
clearly
for a while.
funnier than me. I remember I remember thinking this guy is better than me. And I had been doing stand-up for a solid year at that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to get my life together. So tell me, what made you start doing stand-up? Because you started in Philly, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tell me about that. Like, when did you know you was funny, and what made you actually get up on stage?
Well, I'm from New Jersey, but I started
Oh,
doing
that's
stand
right.
up in Philly. I was in college,
Mm.
and it was one of those things that I just had always been in the back of my mind because I was introduced to comedy at such a young age. Um, so I just always enjoy to laugh. I enjoy making people laugh, and I was always a good writer. Uh, like even just short story shit you do in school. I always had a good mind for writing, and I didn't know how to go about it. I just popped up in my head one day like I want to try to do some stand up. It was a very random thought, and they had this show. This dude that was in my class, he did this show called Baptism by Fire, which was like spoken word and like backpack hip hop shit.
Right.
And
Bunch of Kanye wannabes and Lupe
right,
Fiascos.
exactly, that type of vibe. And it was the only stage that I knew I probably could get on. And I asked the guy who put it together if I could do some stand up the next time he had a show. And he was like, "Yeah." I said, "Let me know like a month before the show." And he did. And then I prepared a routine. And I went on stage, and I wasn't really nervous about going on stage. The thing that I was most nervous about was memorizing my material, because I had like a
Okay.
20-minute set, which is unheard of for the first time on
You did a
stage.
20-minute set your first time?
I did 20 minutes.
Hell no. I would have got booed off 30 seconds in, straight up.
Man, I did 20 minutes, and it just worked out that way because I was at my school at like a talent show. Because if it
Mm-hmm.
had been a comedy club, they giving you 3 minutes the first time you're on
That's
stage,
it.
which is really may not be enough time to know if you can do this shit or not. Everything just worked out right, and had a great set. And then after that, it inspired the Sigmas to try to do just a straight comedy show with students from the school. And so everybody had heard how good I did in the first one, so I'm like, all right. So I'm thinking I got to prepare a whole new routine.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, and I went and did that new routine, and I took it to the face.
You're like,
I
hey,
stu-
everybody, I got some new shit.
yeah, I bombed so bad. Then that was it for me. I quit. I quit until one of my friends convinced me to try again, which was probably like 6-7 months later.
Okay.
And that was okay. And then Michael Collier did a show at my school for homecoming, and I begged
Michael Collier, one of the legends out here.
yeah, the lady that ran student activities. I begged her to let me perform, and she was like, "Well, we got to see if it's okay with Michael." And when Mike got there, he said I can go up. Talent was hosting. They let me do 3 minutes, and I killed it. And then after that, I was like, I'm gonna stick with this shit.
That's what's up, bro. How did you first meet Spank?
At school, Spank, we went to Temple. Me, Spank, and Wayne, who's part of the crew, we all went to Temple University in Philly, and that's how I met Spank, just at the student center. Just Spank was always real friendly, real cool. You know, he would start a conversation with you, and
I don't know what the hell Lee doing. He
yeah.
he fumbled. This nigga he was doing good and just fumbled. I'm listening.
No, Spank was just always been super friendly, and he transferred from Lincoln. Or he got kicked out of Lincoln, and then he started going to Temple, and he just was making friends, and we just got cool. Then he started doing stand up, and that's how we really got cool.
Man, Spank a good dude, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so you're doing we know you working with Kev and all of that. I guess to go with the story then, how did you get hooked up with Kev? Because I saw an interview and you said that you're actually the one that told Kev about Spank.
Well, Kev knew Spank already from Philly, from the basketball scene in high school, and Spank had a roommate that was real cool with Kev, so they just knew each other. But when I started working with Cedric the Entertainer, which was my first year here in LA, I couldn't do all the shows with Kev, so he needed an opener, and I suggested that he use Spank, and
Gotcha.
that's how Spank got on the team.
And what gave you the confidence to move from Philly to LA?
Well, I did the Stand Up for Diversity competition with NBC the year before, and I won.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and that's how I got my representation. And then they started sending me